The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome back to the David Pakman Show. We put out a little message on our live stream saying if you sign up for membership during the show, you will skip to the front of the line for membership shout-outs, and 2 people have done that. So I want to say thank you and hello to Jordan Newhook, who is on our live stream right now and signed up for membership, as well as she only goes by just one name. It's like Madonna, Lewis. Amber. Amber is a new David Pakman Show member. So thank you to both.
Well, yeah, I hope she's a lot more interesting than Madonna.
You're not interested by Madonna?
No, not at all.
I would assume Amber is pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, most David Pakman Show members are.
That's exactly why I was going to say that. That's exactly why. So thanks to both of them. Mm-hmm. And we will see you on tomorrow's live stream for more hijinks, I would say.
Hijinks, yeah.
Google Glasses. We've talked about Google Glasses before. Lewis is not a big fan of them. These are the glasses that will have a kind of built-in camera and display so that you can, as you look around, you kind of have a superimposition of your email or whatever. Here is Sergey Brin from Google wearing them. And we have now a lot of new issues as these Google Glasses get closer to being a mainstream thing, if they ever will be, which are privacy issues, which is if you walk around and you see someone with those glasses, are you worried that you are being filmed, and therefore do you behave differently?
No.
You don't care?
Don't care. No, I would not behave differently unless I was doing something illegal, I suppose.
Ah, that's the argument a lot of people say. Hey, why do I care if I'm being filmed, if I'm not doing anything wrong? Natan, isn't this going to bring up a lot of privacy concerns if people are just walking around everywhere? Not that when you walk around New York City, you don't see little bubble cameras everywhere in Times Square. But if you're just having conversations with people who that camera may be recording, it may not.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I understand the argument that if you're not doing anything illegal, there's nothing to worry about. But at the same time, I think there's a certain expectation in public, apart from the locations you were talking about, like in the middle of New York City, where you expect that you're not being watched, even though it may be legally, the government may be legally able to do so.
Give me an example.
I just think that if you're walking, say you're walking on a side street in a small neighborhood and you're just talking to someone, and for example, if we add to the video some audio, if there were mics around, I think people would react a little more strongly to it, don't you think?
The Google Glasses will have both audio and video recording.
Well, you could easily, you saw The Dark Knight, right? I mean, we definitely don't want to create a situation where we have audio of everyone in the city.
Do you think that this may be a social thing? Like, for example, like Sergey Brin is saying, instead of seeing people constantly buried in their phones, they'll still be reading their email and text messages, but they'll at least be looking at you?
That's just silly.
I think I'm going to have to wait a little bit.
They're going to be focusing on one of those two things. I don't really think it matters if they happen to be what looks like making eye contact with you while they're reading their email. And also, are we expecting Google Glasses to be banned from strip clubs?
I'm not sure. I mean, how can you legislate this stuff? It's going to become very complicated. And I do see a drop of car accidents while texting if people were using Google Glasses or some other heads-up display.
You see a drop? I see an increase.
Really?
Yeah.
People won't be looking down. You can look straight ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's still
about
going to distract them.
It's about concentration and where you're looking.
They're going to think it's okay because they're looking straight ahead.
Personally, I'm going to wait a while before I risk sitting on $1,500 glasses. It's bad enough when I crush my two pairs of $100 glasses.
Yeah, let's talk about that. How many people are going to sit on these and break them a day after they get them?
Quite a few. What's your thought on the Google Glasses? Send us an email, comment, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want.